Zia is a classy filly by Zoostar who broke her maiden on debut at Canterbury, and she will look to add black type to her name at the second time of asking in the listed Carter Stakes over 1200 metres. Do you think she's ready to step up in class?
Yeah, most certainly. The city class maiden races in Sydney have plenty of depth to them, so I think the step up to stakes grade she should be able to handle. It was a very professional performance, the manner in which she won. So I think she is seasoned enough as well. She's a sharp filly, settled in really well in Queensland, and I think it looks a nice natural progression for her.
Missy MOOLA and Venetian Blue are both looking for a start in the Group 2, the Roses over 2,000 metres. Venetian Blue finished midfield in the bracelet a fortnight ago, while Missy MOOLA finished at the back of the field on her Australian debut. Are you hopeful they can both gain a start?
Hopefully they can. Venetian Blue, I thought was an excellent run there last start. She's stepping up in trip, which is what she needs. She just found them a little bit too sharp for her at that distance, at that class. So the 2,000 metres would be ideal, but I love the way that she was able to kick into the straight after leading them up. I thought she was there for a long way. So I think she's opened a really good improvement off the back of that. Missy Moola certainly be forgiving of her first up performance. It was an unsuitable race to kick her off in, but we needed to have a run to try and get the miles in her legs, being on a potential Oaks path. So she'll be much suited here. Drops significantly in weight. Have put the blinkers on for a second run here, just help keep her that little bit more focused, and hopefully that can give us the improvement that she needs.
Surf Dancer will look to improve on his disappointing run in the Archer when he lines up in the Group 3 BRC Sprint. Are you happy with him ahead of Saturday's race?
Yeah, most certainly. He's freshened up well. He's put that disappointing run behind him. Looks great and nice and sharp in his work. This is going to be a difficult ask for in this particular race, but I think it's a good stepping stone for some more suitable options for him later in the carnival. But I am expecting a big improvement from his first up run.
OSMOSE got her Australian campaign underway at the Sunshine Coast a fortnight ago when she finished midfield in the listed Silk Stocking Stakes. She will step up to group company in the Pal O'Neill Stakes for First Light Racing and Connections. What can you tell us about her chances?
I thought it was a good run first up, and looking forward to seeing some good improvement. She was just ridden a little bit out of her comfort zone first time of asking, but I think that'll set her up nicely and help her show the necessary improvement into this particular race. Looks to be more suitable conditions over the mile. We've had plenty of rain throughout the week in Queensland as well, so likely to get some soft conditions with a bit of give in the track, and I think that's really going to aid in her chances.
YARRAWONGA is the stable's sole runner at Flemington on Saturday. He has finished second on 3 occasions his preparation. Is he ready to get a well-deserved win under his belt on Saturday in the benchmark 84 handicap over 2,500 metres with Linda Meach in the saddle?
Yeah, he's been racing very well and consistently this campaign, although it's been at a lesser class than what he's facing here on Saturday. He'll appreciate the big Flemington track, the 2,500 metres. I see that all as being a positive for him. He's an out-and-out stayer. He's improving with each run that we've seen, and he'll need to go to a new level again, but he's down in the weights, very fit at this point of his preparation. So I think he can run a very nice and competitive race for us.
Jacket will seek to break his maiden at the first time of asking on Saturday at Rosehill in the 2-year-old handicap over 1,200 metres. He has 2 nice trial performances under his belt. Will this 2-year-old colt by Justify be competitive on Saturday?
He's certainly been very impressive in everything that we've seen to date. Looks a nice, bold, tough performer from what we've seen in his trials. Looks to have trained on nicely. I thought the Rosehill track would suit him, as would the 1,200 metres first up. He's obviously giving away some race experience to what looks to be some handy horses in this particular race. As I said before, always plenty of depth in these 2-year-old races in Sydney, so not an easy task for him, but I think he'll show good improvement off the back of this. He'll potentially be better placed over a little bit further later in his campaign, but certainly shown enough speed in his trials to be effective here.
Sandown will host Sunday's meeting in Victoria. Teofilo Star won impressively at Warrnambool over the hurdles last time out. Can young Campbell partner him to another win over the hurdles this weekend?
Yeah, certainly most impressive there last start. Very, very dominant that particular win. I think he'll take a lot of confidence off the back of that. Campbell did an excellent job on him, rated him very well. We're able to utilise the claim. He sticks with him. I think he suits him nicely, and looking to see some further improvement. But off the back of his impressive victory there last start, certainly see him being competitive once again.
Athletica was third, first time up at Pakenham, over 1,200 metres on his last start. He will step up in trip to 1,400 metres in the benchmark 64 handicap. Are you happy with how he's come through his last run?
Yeah, certainly am. I thought it was a very honest and very encouraging run there. Last start, he stuck on very well after leading them up. He was there for a long way. Just wasn't quite able to put them away. Didn't quite have the sharpness or the sprint needed. So I think stepping up to the 1,400 metres will be suitable. If he can show that same sustained speed that he did there first up, he'll prove very hard to beat.